Hey guys, it's RCK back again, and today we're going to be bringing something a lot different than what we normally see on the channel, being Dominions 5 and a little bit of Deep Rock Galactic. But today we're going to be doing another hobby of mine, being Magic the Gathering, and we're going to be going over the last set review that we've had, being Midnight Hunt, and I have a special friend here with me named Officer Waffles, and he's going to introduce himself.
Hello, guys. How's it going? That was a nice introduction you got there, RCK.
I tried my best. I tried my best.
It, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go along with you on this little endeavor since you got me into magic and everything. I think Innistrad is gonna be kind of fun to go into, especially since you got a lot of stuff that happened with the last two sets that came out with it so long ago. But I've never been a huge fan of their transformation aesthetic, but we'll see how things go. But yeah, it's good to be here, man.
Yeah.
My first little collaboration video with your whole Dominion outfit you've been going with. So I'm excited. Let's do this thing, man. Let's go through. Let's do this.
So first off, for this video, we're going to be going over all the white cards in Midnight Hunt. We're going to leave all of the transform cards and things like that for another video. And let's go ahead and we'll have Officer Waffle start us off with the first card we have here.
Oh, okay. You just gonna put me on the late line first. All right. No problem. First up, guys, we got Adeline Resplendent Cathar. She's a white card with 3 mana cost, 2 white and 1 colorless. Looks like she has vigilance, and she says, Adeline Resplendent Cathar's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Whenever you attack for each opponent, create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. Now, I'm going to tell you, I kind of like this card. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like this card. I really do. I like this card. There's so much going on with it, but my thing about it is,
I think it has a very high ceiling.
Yeah, that's what I was.
It's a 3-drop legendary that can fit into so many white decks because white decks that's what they do. They have a lot of creatures. They make a lot of 1/1s.
They do. They love 1/1s. They love creating creature tokens, man. So she works in a lot of stuff. I would say I would not put her as like a baseline commander, in my opinion.
But her ability works so well with herself.
It does. I just feel, though, that it's just, there's so many other commanders that she could just partner up with as far as later on in the game, if you can manage to draw her out, she would work better with.
She might be a card that you might see in Standard, but I doubt it since there's whenever you're playing Standard, you're playing against one person. So she's only going to get 1/1/1.
Yeah.
Whereas in Commander, just think of a 4-player game. Every time she swings, you're going to be getting 3/1/1. So get added 3.
That's low if you're swinging that much, though, in a 4-player Commander game, unless you play, with some cats who, are very passive.
We know a few of those people. We know a few of them.
Yeah, we won't call no names, but, wholesome magic, ladies and gentlemen. Wholesome magic. You gotta love it. But she's a good card. All in all, I think. I think she'll be a nice addition to.
I think she'll find her home in multiple commander decks, especially white winning commander decks.
Most definitely, with the way white goes on, she's definitely going to be using a lot of decks. Most definitely, look forward to her. Let's move on to the next one though with Blessed Defiance.
Yep, this is going to be an instant speed spell. And the ability that this instant is going to have is going to be able to give a target creature control +2/+0 and gains lifelink until end of turn. Already too great, or lifelink is great to have just at 1 mana instant speed. Whenever this creature dies this turn, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token that has flying. So not only will it have lifelink and additional power added on, you're going to have leftover. You're going to have a leftover creature, something to take its spot after that card dies, if it does die. You could just be putting this on a giant creature you're swinging in on, just like Adeline previously. You could have 3 or 4 creatures out. Okay, she's going to be a 3/3/4/4 or 3/4/4/4, and then you add +2/+0 in lifelink, and now you're gaining 6 to 7 life on top of. If they do have a kill spell, you will get something out of it, and you have lifelink. So. I've seen a lot of cards like this before, and most sets will have a few of these very low casting cost instant speeds that will give them, okay, for this turn they'll have this. But honestly enough, I really do like this ability because giving not only +2 but lifelink, and you can have a chance to get a creature. I think it's just adding a lot to the game for just 1 white.
for just one white, you are getting a lot. I will say that you're getting a lot. You're getting your money's worth. You're getting your money's worth. I will admit. I'm not crazy about it because there's so many cards that do the exact same thing to an extent. So I'm not saying it'd be the one card I'd be quick to throw into it. Like, I'm just saying I like.
Well, it's one of those cards that really catches people on surprise if they don't know you have it.
It does. It's just a nice little trap card to play. I know that's kind of a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm sorry. That's what I'm hailing from. So you'll hear me pop a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh reference, but that is a nice little, it's a nice little, mess with me if you want to. I got a surprise for you. I love the flavor text on this card. If I'm going, I'm taking you with me. Mm-hmm. Like, that is some cool flavor text. I like that. That is awesome. I do love that you get a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying because I hate dragons. And I hate people in correspondence who play with a lot of flyers. So for me, this helps out a lot because it gives me some protection from flying. And I gotta have it. I love having it. And lifelink is always a good thing, guys. I mean, who doesn't love, swinging out and gaining a little bit of life off of it, especially when times might be hard and, you below 20 if you play in Commander. So it helps out to have some lifelink. But, the +2/+0, it's all right. I've seen so many cards do the exact same thing, so that part I'm really not crazy about. I mainly like the lifelink, and I mainly like the fact you get a white spirit token after that creature, if it happens to die. So for 1 cost white, I would run it in several decks. Not all, but in several I would. I think it worked better in more of your, standard play and modern maybe compared to your commander play. Just feel like in commander play, there's a little bit more better options you can maybe go with, but,
True.
To each his own. But, Blessed Defiance, not bad, man. I think it'll be a nice little addition to the wayside. Moving on to Borrow Time, guys. This is going to be a 3-cost CMC card, 1 white and 2 colorless, all right? It is an enchantment. When Borrow Time enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Borrow Time leaves the battlefield. I'm going to let you know, I love these type of cards.
We've seen a lot of these.
They are. And every time they come out, I freaking love them. My favorite, though, will always be the one that was released during the, what was the one with Nico Bolas attacked everybody? It wasn't too long, actually. The one with all the Planeswalkers.
Didn't they do it in Ravnica? Was it one
of
the Ravnica sets?
It was one of the Ravnica sets, but it was a little bit after that. It was War of the Spark. Yeah, I was going to say War of the Planeswalkers. Well, anyway.
War of the Spark happened in Ravnica, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It did happen in Ravnica, yes. But War of the Spark had one I love, which is the Prison Realm card. I love that card. It's the same type of setup where, you enchant a creature, exile it, and of course, if that opponent of yours is able to get rid of it, it comes back to the field. Love these type of cards. And I always love the different, renditions that they put on. I myself think it's a great card. It always works, especially when somebody pulls out a, massive creatures. That's like, little arrow thrown to you green players out there who love to pop up with these massive beasts from hell. So it works out well with that, but it's just a matter, maybe not so much with a blue player, but against green and some of your red players, I think this is an effective card. I love the flavor text that comes with it. Teferi step calmly into the fray, Little shout out to my boy, suddenly the sun falls in the sky, the world snarls, frozen in their faces. You gotta love it, man. Wizards is coming up with some crazy flavor text.
They really do. They really do.
They do.
I've really been enjoying it.
Yeah. They don't talk about them as much, but you gotta give them a little bit of love for it. But what's your opinions, man? How you feel about Borrow Time?
As far as this card goes, I love the cost of it. I feel like it's just right at 3. I feel like at 2, it'd probably be too good.
It would be.
It has a good ability. Enchantments, just in general, I know a lot. I know a lot of people in Commander, they do not bring their enchantment hate. I bring enchantment hate, especially if I'm in the colors for it. But I know a lot of people don't.
Oh, I am one of those people, my friend. I do not bring enchantment hate. I regret it every time, too, because, especially when you play a person who focuses heavily on enchantments, you could be screwed at that point. You did not bring any enchantment hate. So, yeah, I'm definitely one of those people that need to jump on the bandwagon.
And something else I find really interesting about these cards, people don't think about flickering these. Yes, they will get their creature back, but you can pick a better target. And usually enough, cast this on somebody's commander, their commander is going back to the game to the commander zone, okay? And then if you flicker it, you can go grab something else, or you can grab their commander again when it comes back out. That's value.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
So that's really all I have to say for that card. But it is the card that we've seen throughout the years of Magic very often.
Oh yes. She's a returner nonetheless. She comes back, man, countless times.
I have a different name, but it's the same card.
Moving on to the next one, we have Candle Grove Witch, guys. Looks like it's going to be interesting. She is a 2-drop CNC, 1 white and 1 colorless. She's a 2/2, by the way. Him a Warlock. It's nice to see some Warlocks starting to show up in this.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. I wasn't expecting to see a lot of Warlocks. She has a new mechanic that I'm finding to be interesting. I love the name of it, guys. It's called Coven. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you can code 3 or more creatures with different powers, Candle Grove Witch gains flying until the end of turn. This, I don't know how to feel about, because even though she's gaining different powers, she's only gaining flying until the end of turn, and that's only if you have 3 creatures out.
That's at the beginning of combat of your turn. So whenever you're attacking, they're going to have this.
Okay, well,
on your turn.
It's only on your turn too. So I mean, that's kind of.
But I mean, think. Okay, you have Candle Grove Witch. Say we have another 2-drop, which is farther on Cathar Commando. So just say it's a 3/1. That's another 2-drop. And then Adeline is a 3-drop that has whatever power and toughness. Say if you had another creature, of course, it's going to go up to the 4. So you already have your 3 different power types right there.
This is true.
And just giving them that extra effect added on. I mean, yes, at that point you're kind of playing white weenies, but usually white weenies is a smaller power. Like you don't want to play 2-drop 2/2. It's like But just giving that 2/2 flying from time to time is rather nice for a 2-drop.
It is. It's not bad for a 2-drop. It's like I said, I love anything that can get flying to defend or combat other players who just have it on just hand and burn out. And it's greatly neat. I love it to death. But I don't know if I would necessarily run Candle Grove Witch. I don't know if I would run it a lot. I mean, honestly, to be honest, would you run it a lot? Because no lie, we always have this argument, RCK, that I would run cards that, in your hindsight and mine would be, like, dude, this is crap. Why are you running this? But I would be like, no, man, this is awesome. Like, look at the combo you can go with this. And of course, you'd be like, no, the combo's crap. So I kind of need to know, like, would you run Candle Grove Witch, man? Would you put her in your stuff? Be honest.
In a Coven themed deck, yes. if I had to have a card in my deck, yes, I would run it in Commander.
You're gonna be so specific.
In Standard, this might be a card in maybe definitely in a sealed draft type scenario. This could definitely be a card you're playing, but Commander, you could do so much better than a 2/2 or a 2-mana 2/2. Okay.
You're wrong. Candle Grove Witch, though, I think it's something that, if it was me as a beginning Magic player, and, I tend to play Commander more often than the other sets, so, this is something that I would probably run in, like, a very, like, baseline deck, maybe, if I was playing with white. I would think it would be good for, a couple playthroughs, but then I would, of course, get chewed out by my buddy over here.
If I was playing Human Tribal and I just had 99 humans, and I was still missing one, and it had to be this one because it was the last one I had.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like I would generally consider her a good baseline creature card to have in there. But he's like, you don't get that crap and choose something better, regardless of which, though, guys.
So, what I'd like to say, if you want to stay on your mana curve, put it in your deck. It'd probably be a 60-card deck, being Standard. But in Commander, I would not play.
Yeah, I agree. Like, Commander, I don't think she doesn't have to live for Commander, guys. Maybe for Standard, like he said, where you can be a little bit more flexible in things, she would run better. But in Commander, when some things are kind of strict, especially, then, yeah, I don't think she's going to be that great. But once again, like the flavor text, guys, like 1,000 candles fighting back the darkness. We are the strongest when we stand together. I like that, especially in Innistrad, because, nothing stares away werewolves like 1,000 candles just, sitting out there in the woods. It works, apparently. Moving on, guys, we're going to go to the next white card. It is Candle Trap. I'm going to tell you, this is some crazy
I like this
artwork, though,
I like this.
just from the start. It is a one white drop enchantment or a card, enchants the creature. Enchanted creature has Defender, prevent all combat damage that will be dealt by enchanted creature. And it also has the ability Coven, one white and 2 colors. You can sacrifice Candle Trap, exile enchanted creature, activate only if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. So they do stand by this 3 creature mechanic in Coven. Like, this is a standard thing. They stand by it. They stand by it, my friend. But what do you think, man?
I like it.
Do you like this?
I like it. This is like probably not as good as some of those cards that will like turn your commander into like a forest or something like that. But to be able to lock down a commander, especially a commander like a Voltron commander, or I mean, not necessarily a commander that's just used for his ability, but any kind of large commander people use to swing and kill people with, like the dinosaur one. What's the dinosaur one? Fish, no.
Which one? You talking about the one that makes you, the one that you swing? You talking about the 3-headed dinosaur?
Not the 3-headed one. The one that reveals dinosaurs from top and you can
Oh, yes, I know which one you're talking about.
I can't remember what his name is, but turning him into a defender just destroys that whole deck.
Oh, yeah,
that is the whole. You want to play your dinosaurs for free. You want to get them out fast, and just one drop. Okay, it's a defender now, and there's not. Oh, it goes to command zone. No, it's just turned into a defender. You can't do
anything. It's just sitting there now as a defender. I mean, like that's crippling for,
So I probably wouldn't exile it, because then it would just go back to command zone and they play it again. But they would have to use one of their own kill spells to kill that card to get it back to play it again. That is so much value on your side as a 2-for-1. They're not able to kill one of your creatures because they had to use it on their own because they want their commander back.
Oh yeah, you guys, you're getting a lot for this card, man. Especially since it's just a 1 white, just to even play it out on the field. Like, Candle Trap is cool. It actually, I would dare to say I like it better than Borrowed Time. Needs to say the card we just went over a few seconds ago. Like,
mana efficiency has its own value. I feel.
It does. It's a good card, guys. I think it'll be a nice addition to, honestly, almost all your formats in Magic right now. I think you'll start to see it a little bit more often, especially for my white players. We're going to move on, though, to Cathar Commando. She's a 2 CMC, 1 white, 1 colorless. Another low cost. She has flash. And, if you pay 1, you can sacrifice her and destroy target artifact and enchantment. So I'm going to say I love cards that, let you take out artifacts, because I'm not an artifact man.
I like this card. I like this card.
And so this right here for me, this is kind of cool. This is a nice little, it's a 3-1, guys. I mean, literally 2-drop 3-1. I mean, this is early game type plays right here. Drop her out, swing on a helpless person who's just trying to get a little bit of mana. I mean, think about it.
I really like how you can play inside of the phases with this card. You play the end of someone's turn. You start your turn. You can go ahead and attack with it. Also on that, if they block with it, you can just sacrifice. If a creature blocks her, you can just sacrifice it, destroy an artifact enchantment that she does have that you want to get rid of anyway. And like, they may or may not block her. There's really no telling. They might not want to lose their own creature. At that point, you get to decide, not them. And then on top of that, the flash being instant speed is very, very nice, because say they're swinging in with a 10-10. Okay, you're going to flash in Cathar Commando. Okay, you're going to declare blockers. Before damage is dealt, you're going to sacrifice Cathar Commando to destroy one of their artifacts enchantment, and their 10 damage creature is also blocked.
That's 2 birds with 1 stone, my friend. You're doing a lot right there. I mean, there's no denying that. That flash is fantastic, and destroy target artifact enchantment is just the icing on the cake. Gotta love it. Like they say, honorable tactics are for honorable foes. A little dirty. It's just a little dirty, just a little bit. But Cathar Commando, guys, I'm about to say she's one that you might actually want to put in. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I might have to pick her up with the set releases, because she's good. She's good. That's a good white card, guys. Good white card. Moving on, we're gonna go to Cathar's call. I'm starting to see a pattern, guys. Like, we got a lot of Cathar stuff going on with our white cards this time around. It seems to be the aesthetic right now. I ain't mad about it. Cathar is cool. I'm just saying. But moving on, guys. Cathar's Call. This is going to be a 3 CMC cost card. 1 white, 2 colorless. Enchantment or enchant creature. Enchanted creature has vigilance. And at the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 white human creature token. This it's an interesting card. I like this. I love the fact that at your end step, you're literally generating a free token. Just basically, it's a 1/1. I mean, that's paramount white, my friend. We're all about generating 1/1 tokens.
Think about the value of this card with Adeline, the card we saw previously.
Exactly. Like these two cards paired up. I mean, you have a nice little engine already starting up, and the game's just really getting going. I think. For a 3 cost enchant, it's not bad considering what you're getting. I mean, your creature's also going to have vigilance along the way. So, I mean, that helps out too in its own regard. But for a 3 cost, I'm not mad about it. I think it's going to be cool.
Think about having one of these, like, it will give you vigilance, of course, but, like, think of a Voltron commander almost. Because usually when Voltron, like, okay, you're going to swing a really big creature and you're going to try to kill someone with your 1 creature. But they're going to swing 20 creatures back, and you're like, well, I have no blockers.
It's like I have no. It's all going to get through, my friend. I got nothing. He's tired, man.
That's a quite interesting card, but we don't have to stick to it too long. It's kind of straightforward.
Yeah, it's very straightforward. And like RCK said, if you're out there with a Voltron deck, I mean, most Voltron decks, they run and focus on that 1 creature. So, I mean, that's all you got, guy. I mean, once he's down and out or he's taking that rest break after swinging out on somebody, you ain't got nothing else. Well, at least with this card, you can have some backup players. A little small avenue of reinforcement with that 1/1 creature token that comes out. Could be also considered a good blocker, along with the vigilance. You never know what may happen. Better to block one of those 20 guys coming at you. Maybe you have a chance to, save your commander if you do try to block with vigilance with him. But we're going to move on since, like you said, that is a quick card, guys. The next one's going to be Celesta Santifier. I don't think I said that right at all, guys. But moving on. It is a 3 CMC cost card again. It's going to be 2 colors and 1 white. Text reads, if it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as Celeste Sanctifier enters the battlefield. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into the graveyard. There's a lot going on with this card. It's also doing a new day and night mechanic.
That is very true, and it almost seems like it's like the Monarch ability where it stays on the field, and you have to always know when it's day or when it's night.
That's just going to be, which I mean, I'm assuming with the new Innistrad set release, the whole day and night setup is going to be something that you're going to have to keep track with heavy.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be flipping constantly, especially if you're playing in, these little 4-man games where, you have more players at the table who are popping.
Stuff's going to be going back and forth.
Oh, it's going to be wild. It's not going to make any sense. I'm just going to be like, just need to designate one person, but like, just look over and just like, hey, man. What time of day? What time is it? Is it that time or is it nighttime? Because like 5 spells ago have gone by and I had no idea anymore. I've done flipped my car like 10 times. But you get to look at the top 2 cards of your library and you can send one to the graveyard.
Card selection.
Exactly. It's simple, card selection. So I mean it's not bad. I'm not crazy about this card. I'm not crazy about it. I like the aesthetic of what it's doing, but I don't know. I'm still on the fence a little bit with the whole fact of the, day and night change, especially if you're playing it in, like, group formats. What'd you think?
I just hope vampire or werewolves aren't shit no more. They need a viable commander. Let's be honest here.
Werewolves have seen a hard day, my friend. They have seen a hard day.
They try their best.
They have not gotten the love that the brothers, the vampires have. They just haven't.
Don't we know someone that has a werewolf deck?
I think we do, but they don't really ever play it. They don't ever play it.
Sorry, bro, that deck shit.
That deck is garbage, man. It's garbage. I'm sorry, man. It's not your. It is your fault. Moving on, guys. We're gonna go to today's card, Clarion Cathars. This is gonna be a 4-cost CMC. It's 3 colorless and 1 white. Human Knight. When she enters the battlefield, she creates a human creature token. So she's just basically a simplified generator on tokens, basically. When she comes in.
What I wish is that it only had 1 horse guy with her. It says create 1/1/1 white human.
So you really gonna be offended that the art doesn't. That the art has 2 guys instead of 1. That's what you're gonna be offended about. Really.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, maybe if it was just she didn't come in and get a token, she was just a
she's
3-mana, 3/3, had 3 power, so I showed 3
it literally,
on it.
Look. The art literally has her looking like Paul Revere, and you're gonna
I want the match.
Oh my god! Look, guys. The sound of the trumpet is both warning and comfort, tells of approaching danger, but also reminds the village folk that someone is there to stand against it. You gotta love it, man. I love what they're doing here. I don't think it's a bad card, but it's not something I'm personally going to run like that. It's just a generator, guys. I mean, it's just going to get one more.
You're just going to get one unless you're able to flicker.
Exactly. Unless you're able to flicker out a couple times, you're not going to get too much value off of this card.
4 mana for a total of 4 power on 2 different bodies. It's like, it's okay, but.
Be frank, man. If I came to you with this card and be like,
I like get that shit out of here.
You'd be like, exactly.
Get that shit out of here.
Like, what is this, man? What is this? Get this shit out of here. So yeah, the guys, it's gonna be like a thumbs down from your boy Waffles on Cathar Cathars. I don't care for Clarion. He's okay, but not nothing I'm looking for. Curse of Silence is gonna be our next card, guys. It is a 1 white. And it's an enchantment. Again, got a lot of enchantments rolling through this RCK. There's a lot going on with these. It's an aura curse, though, guys. Enchants a player. Ooh. I love curses. I love enchanting curses. I love enchanting players. Anyway, as Curse of Silence enters the battlefield, choose a card name. Spells with the chosen name, enchanted player costs 2 more to cast. Whenever enchanted player casts a spell with the chosen name, you may sacrifice Curse of Silence. If you do, draw a card. So, let me just go ahead and say, if I'm playing this, guys, I'm only naming 1 card, and that 1 card is going to be Mana Crypt. I'm just going to go
oh my god.
Just going to go ahead and say it now. Why? Because I do not own one.
He's just jealous.
It's not jealousy, mate. It's the fact that you heathens play it way too much. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Why go with something you know is never going to hit the field? Why not go with something you know the moment is going to be played almost every game you're in?
That's why I'm going to play first and you're going to play second. So I can go ahead and play it.
You're bugged. You're messed up. I want you to know that. That's messed up.
So, Curse of Silence, I see you playing it. Might be a little bit in Commander, throwing people off of their curve. Maybe making their Commander a little bit more expensive. But if a Commander dies 3 times and costs the extra 6, and you're just going to push that up to an 8 extra mana cost to it, it's going to be a while till they play that bitch again.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a while. Definitely going to be a while.
And then as standard things like those formats go, maybe more of a control deck, you'll definitely have to know or be very confident on your knowledge of standard in general, just to be able to name cards out that they might have if you're doing it like proactively. But as a reactive card, they might play 1. They might have 3 others in their deck, and they have 3 others.
Exactly.
And you'll be able to play it and just kind of throw them off. And either way, it does cycle itself, letting you draw a card too. So that's always good for 1 white. Since white does suffer from the card draw.
It does. It's not a bad card, man. I mean, I think of people who play stuff like Dragon's Approach, and
I'm surprised it's so rare.
Exactly. It's like I think of people who play cards like that, and like you said, other cards that they're gonna have 3 or 4 of them. And then I think, like you just said, like what if you were to play this card and target someone's commander if you're playing commander at the time, Somebody like me, like I like to play Coma. Like, could you imagine me having to play 2 extra after paying what I have to pay for Coma? She's already
You're green. Green.
I don't give shit. Okay. It's just like I don't want to pay any more than what I have to pay for. All right, that's ridiculous. All right, she's hot enough. But anyway,
go to the next one.
Moving on, guys. I think Curse of Silence is a cool card. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to run it in Silver Quill just for the hate of it. I would love to run it. But moving on, guys. Next card is gonna be Dual Crafter Trainer. He's gonna be a 4 CMC card, 3 colors, 1 white. He's a creature. Human Soldier has first strike, and once again, Covenant is making his show. It is all in the following through, guys. All in the following through. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. I love double strike. It's one of my favorite abilities now. But I'm gonna tell you, in my opinion, considering everything you have to do to get it, I'm not a fan of this card. I'm just not.
I'm not a fan of it in Commander, but as far as Standard goes, a 4 mana 3/3 or first strike isn't bad.
No, it's not.
And then turning a 3/3 into double strike, it's gonna be if it hits the player, it's hitting for 6.
Yeah, that's nice.
think about the card we had in the very beginning, the instant card that had lifelink and +2/+2.
yeah.
So you'll be taking this card up to a 5 3 with lifelink.
With life.
And if it had double strike, gaining 10 life off of that.
Exactly. That's a nice little combo card. And I mean, it has first strike, so even if somebody is trying to block with it, let's go and be honest, he's killing that guy. It doesn't matter. He's killing it, he's going to walk away from it. Even if he didn't do lethal damage, you're still going to gain the life link from it, buddy. So you're still going to be good, even with the double strike. You know? So I'm not a huge fan of it in Commander.
It's not a Commander card.
It's not a Commander card. It's not a Commander card. You know, it's like you said, if you're playing, you know, Standard, then yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good, not gonna lie. So we're gonna just go ahead to the next one off of that one. This one I think RCK has been eyeing since we even got on this one.
This looks like a good card from the start. Good for Standard, good for Commander. Well, even though usually Commander you want to exile with white, but regardless, just having a nice skill spell is nice. Okay?
It is. Faithful Absence is going to be a 2 CMC, you know, 1 white and 1 colorless. Destroy target creature, planeswalker, its controller investigates. Colorless blue artifact token is going to be made here, guys.
So, no, you'll give the clue to the opponent.
Yeah.
Whichever one you kill. But that second part where it says creature or planeswalker, that's nice.
That's nice.
That's nice. Usually there's not really many ways to just get rid of a planeswalker, but having, okay, you play your 5-drop planeswalker, start doing his abilities. Okay, I'll play a 2-drop instant, destroy the planeswalker. You can draw a card now if you want to.
Exactly. I mean, you think about it, like, there's people now that play planeswalkers a little bit more often than not compared to what they used to. So a good planeswalker killer comes in handy at any time and place, you know. It's good to see our boy Soren starting to show up now in some of these
some of the artwork.
Yeah, I'm happy to see him back, man.
I hope to see some new planeswalker form for him.
Yeah, that would be cool. I hope it comes along. We're going to move on, guys, to the next one. Next card is going to be Flare of Faith. It's a 2 CMC, 1 white, 1 colorless. Instant, guys. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it's a human, instead it gets +3/+3 and gains indestructible until end of turn. I fell to my knees and called out to Cinegarden. And they saw my tormentors blaze with blessed sunlight. You know, I love that flavor text along with the actual artwork of the card. I was like, we got a lot of werewolf, you know, kind of hate going on in this artwork. We about to see some good werewolves along the way. That's all I got to say, because we do a lot of hate over here. So this card, guys, of course, if you're playing human tribal, it's going to be great. I mean, it's going to be a good card to have. But
every creature that we've seen so far has been human.
That's
great.
So this is great synergy, guys. This is going to work. I mean, it's great synergy. You're giving something 3/3 plus it's gaining indestructible in turn.
Nice.
I mean, that's nice for a two cost. Yeah, that's good, man. There's not much you can say on that card. It's just going to be a great instance to have, whether you're using it as a little trap surprise or if you actually have a combo that you're willing to set up with. But I mean, if you're rocking humans, it's good to go. That's the only time I would really use it, tell you the truth, for that 3/3. I mean, the 2/2 helps out for a target creature, but I mean, let's be honest, guys. If we're playing Flare of Faith, we got some humans on the field. That's all I'm saying. We got some humans on the field. Moving on to the next card, guys, we got Gavin Don Guard. She is a 3 CMC card with 1 colorless and 2 white. She's another human creature token. Not token, what am I talking about? Soldier, my friend. She has Ward, though, guys. Ward is making a reappearance in this set, which I'm actually going to think is going to be kind of cool. I like it. We're also going to be hitting another one of these day nor night mechanics. So it's like, if it's either
werewolf.
Yes, if it's either day nor night, it becomes day as Dawn Guard enters the battlefield. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of the library in your order. Okay, so
I like this one.
This is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of cool. I like that. You know, you can look at top 4 cards of your library.
Strong ability.
Yeah,
strong ability added on there.
Very strong indeed, you know. And I mean, most of the humans we've come across, they've had a value 3 or less. Like, they haven't been high cost humans.
Very true. There's one like one, maybe 2 that had the CMC of 4.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, like, usually if you're playing this card, whatever you do get out there, you're going to be able to put it in your hand, no doubt. Like, it's going to be value 3 or less, no doubt. So this is not a bad card, guys. I mean, I think it's great, especially if you're going to be, you know, playing a human-focused deck. I think it'll be great because, you know, you're going to be able to get the cards you need, hopefully, after you look at those top 4 cards, you know. I'm still on the fence about the day or night mechanic, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. In a one-on-one player game, maybe this is not so bad, but in these group games, this is gonna be hell, man.
Yeah,
like, it's gonna be hell.
But think of how much value that card would be able to get out of it in a group game.
It would get a lot of value out of a group game because you will constantly be able to look at those top.
It'd be a pain in the ass to keep up with.
It would though, and that's my thing. Like I suck at keeping up with these type of things. I'm just horrible. I struggle enough trying to remember. When somebody's losing some life here, they're off a little ability cards. It's like I couldn't imagine constantly, doing day. Maybe we could get like a little chip or something.
After like a corner.
Yeah, it's like it's nighttime, daytime, nighttime. Moving on, guys. We're gonna go to Gavity Silversmith. And this guy, he's a human soldier, guys. He's a 2/3, he's a 4 cost CMC. He has 3 colors and 1 white. When he enters the battlefield, you put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. So my thing is, I've seen cards like this that come out and you get to put counters on, different creatures like this. So it's
kind of spreading your value out.
It is. It's not concentrating. I mean, you could concentrate it, but I mean, you're still spreading it out, in my opinion. Like, you're not really much you can do with this since it's literally the card's telling you have to use 2 different targets.
But say you have a 1/1 on the field and you have your 3/3 first striker. Okay, the first striker is now a 4/4 striker, and now you also have a 2/2 on the field.
Bold of you to assume
on top,
the first striker on the field.
No, I'm talking about the one we previously went over. He could be a double striker.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, you'll be also getting a 2/3.
This is true. You will be getting a 2/3. I don't know, guys. He's not bad. I'm not saying I would run him. I don't think I would run him, especially if I was playing Commander. I would definitely not run him. No, I wouldn't run him. He's not my choice to pick. And, and maybe in other formats of Modern and Standard, maybe. But I know, at least for Commander, I'm not going to run him that much. It's not my forte. If I did, I would probably get, cussed out. So, he's going to be a hard pass for me, guys. Moving on to Gavin Trapper. We got a lot of guys from Gavin over here coming up here with this name title. He's a human soldier, guys. He is a 1 white. He's a 0/2. Kind of interesting here. You pay 2 and you tap target creature. I don't care for this.
I kind of like it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like that you have to pay 2. If it was pay 1, it'd be better.
And hence why I don't like it. I don't like the fact I gotta pay 2 to tap a creature. I just don't. Not my.
Like, say you're playing some kind of werewolf deck, and you flip your werewolves over, and they're like really big. Say you have a 6/6, or say you have a very, very large creature. Okay, I'm gonna pay 2, tap my 1 creature, and take that creature out for this turn. So it has its value in controlling the board, controlling the game state of who's attacking and what's attacking. But other than that, I mean, I don't see it in Commander. This is definitely more of a control standard type build you have going on. I can definitely see it matched with a different color, probably maybe like blue or something along those lines.
I would definitely say blue because blue is key to control.
But having to pay 2 and tap it kind of blows up.
Oh yeah. But you like it. I mean, like it.
I like cards like I like cards like that.
What? Get out of here, you hypocrite. Anyway, moving on, guys. We're going to go into the next card, which I think this was going to be interesting, guys. This is artifact equipment we're moving on to. Head Witch's Mask. She is a 1 white. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Equipped creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 4 or greater. And it's a 2 cost equip. An artifact that you're paying 1 white for, and not even paying colors, just paying 1 white for it. And it
gives you evasion, gives you additional power.
Exactly.
But you're not going to be playing this against another white deck. I'll just tell you right now.
No, you're not going to do that. Let's be.
They're going to be able to block you all day.
Let's be intelligent about this. you don't want to play this against another white deck. Just it's not a smart thing to do, mate. It's just not. It's not a smart thing to do.
As far as Commander goes, there's so many better equipments that just give you complete evasion where it's just they're unblockable.
Yes.
So I really don't see this taking a place in Commander either.
No. I don't see it taking a place in Commander. Not at all. It's just so much. There's just so much that can do better as far as artifacts go. And like you just said, I will say I love the artwork for it. I think the artwork is nice for it. I'm not a huge fan of the flavor text on this card. I mean, it's simple, to say the least, but it's definitely going to be a pass for me on Head Witch's Mask. Though I don't think I'll.
Same.
don't think I'll play this one. Moving on, we're going to Homestead Carriage. It's a 1 white again. It's a sorcery card this time, guys. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains vigilance until the end of turn. It has a flashback on it though, so you know.
Well, that's the first time we've seen this ability.
Yeah, exactly. So this is kind of this is.
I like flashback.
It's a little spicy. A little spicy for white. A little spicy
Spicy
for white.
tomato.
It's like spicy for mama. You know, put a 1/1 counter target creature. You know. But,
I don't know why I said tomato.
You got a little too into it there.
I should say like tamale.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm thinking. I just said the wrong thing.
You did, though. You just went. But you went with it. I ain't mad about it. Guys.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? You know, I ain't gonna be fair. I ain't a huge fan of it. I'm not. I don't think I would.
You have to play this in your first main phase.
Yeah, exactly. It would have to be first main phase, and
There's
you know,
no tricks. There's
nothing. It's very to the point. I mean, I'm happy it has a flashback cost, but honestly, I mean, I'm just putting I'm putting 1 counter on a creature, and you know, it's gaining vigilance. I'm sorry.
and you put another counter on another creature.
Exactly. I mean,
And vigilance is only till end of turn.
exactly though. It's not even consistently staying. It's leaving at the end of the turn, man. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. I mean, there's so many other cards, guys, that can do so many other different things that, you know.
If it was instant, it'd be much better.
Yes, if it was instant, it would be much better. But I guess that's why they probably threw the flashback in there too, though.
Probably.
And, you know, we can't make it instant, but we'll give a flashback. We'll be a little spicy with it.
We gotta sprinkle this ability somewhere.
We gotta put it somewhere, you know. They're not gonna want this if we don't do something. Moving on, guys. We're going to Intrepid Advisory. This is a 2-cost CMC. It is a 1 white, 1 colorless. It's a human scout with lifelink, guys. I like lifelink. When Intrepid Adversary enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 colorless and 1 white any number of times. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many Valor counters on Intrepid Adversary. Creatures you control that get +1/+1 for each Valor counter on Intrepid Adversary. Guys, this is a lot going on. This is a 2-drop 3/1 with lifelink, guys, and literally you can pay 1 white and a color any number of times. And when you pay this cost 1 or more times, you get valor counters on this guy. And
This is a good card.
I can't say this is this is a good card, guys. Like,
At any point in the game.
any point in the game, this is a good card. I'm talking like you're getting all of this and more for like a 2 CMC cost, and you can do so much with this. Like, I mean,
Okay, so if you want to play as a 2-drop, you can use a 3/1 with lifelink. Good. Okay.
Good.
Okay, play as a 4-drop. All your other creatures are going to get +1/+1. Good. Play as a 6-drop. They all get +2/+2. Good. Late game, you have no cards left in your hand. You top deck this. You play it for an 8-drop.
Good.
There is no time when this card is not good.
Guys, I'm telling you, Intrepid Advisory is one of these cards you won't have. If you're playing white, you need to get this card in. I think this is going to be a good card. Like RCK, you know, it just went off. So there's no bad reason to not have. There's no bad reason. There's no bad reason. You run this, guys. If you can get it, run it in your deck. I promise you, it'll be great. Even in, you know, whether you're playing Commander or you want to, you know, play one of the other formats. This card is indeed one that will help out your deck greatly. Play this, guys. Grab this card when it comes out if you can. I wonder if it'll actually stay cheap considering what's going on with it, though. You think it'll be at a low price for right now? It's going to be one of those cards that might gather a little bit.
I mean, I can see it at $5-10 range. I'll be surprised if it's above that because it's
Yeah.
very. It's very focused on white and having a lot of creatures, so there might not be many decks that might be good in. But when you have a deck like that, it's gonna be very good.
Oh yeah, very good indeed. Okay, guys, we're gonna move on. Next up is Loyal Griff. You know, this is a 2/2. It's a 3 CMC cost. It's 1 white and 2 colors. It has flash and flying. When it enters the battlefield, you return another creature you control to its owner's hand. This card.
At first, I was skeptical when you said 3 mana, flash, flying, 2/2. But once you said return another creature to its owner's hand, it got better.
Yeah, it did. Because I won't deny, like, you know, I was thinking the same thing with the whole flash flying. And
You could do it whenever you block.
Exactly.
So when blockers are declared and damage gets dealt, you can flash them in, bounce your creature back so they don't die.
Exactly.
You can do it while you're attacking. You can do it when they target your creature with a spell, a kill spell, anything, the enchantment spell. You can bounce your creature and they get no value out of that. So I like it. I like it.
It's a good card, man. I mean, once you think about it for a minute, it helps. It works. It works. It really does. It's not a bad card. I don't have much other to say in that. I mean, it's one of those type of cards where, you know, if you do choose to run it, it will, as long as you use it the right way, it'll help you out. It will. You know, not as great as I would say the one we just went over, guys, because that was a powerhouse in my opinion. But, you know, moving on. Audric's Outrider. My boy Audric's name got thrown out already. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's go. I love Audric, man. I love Audric cards. Anyway, this is going to be a 4 CMC cost, 3 colorless, 1 white. You know, when Audric Outrider or another creature you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It's also a 2/4. I like the flavor taste, guys. Terms like Safe Route and Clear District are a source of dark humor to Cathars who patrol the ruins of Thrabian. I like that. Honestly, I don't know if I would rock this card though.
It gives you value for your creatures dying because it says whenever Audric or another creature you control dies, you get to move counters around. But I mean, if there's a board wipe, they're all dead. It don't matter.
It don't matter. I mean,
so it's like,
it don't matter. I mean, what's that one white card that kills everything?
But think, you're blocking with 1/1, you're attacking with 1/1s, you're killing your 1/1s, and you're moving, or you're giving, say, Audric's Outrider himself, additional +1/+1 counters. I mean, 1+1/+1. He's sitting at a 3/5.
Yeah, already.
I mean, pretty decent. Any other large creature you may have, I mean, they'll be getting value, but. Like I said, board wipes is just going to clean you up.
Board wipes are going to end it, man. I mean, one good damnation, you know, you fucked.
Yeah.
Just how it's going to be, my friend. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all. I think it's not a bad card. I'm not crazy about it myself personally. I mean, I could see maybe walking it in a white and black deck, maybe, if you wanted to go that
maybe
route.
Like a aristocrats type of style where you sacrifice a lot.
Exactly, where you're sacrificing a lot. It might not be a bad card, but other than that, I don't think I'll see myself, you know, playing it really.
Me neither.
Moving on, guys, we got the Ritual Guardian next. He is a 3 CMC cost. He's 1 white and 2 colors. He is coming out here with a 3/2 base, and he has Covenant. Beginning of combat on your turn, you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. Ritual Guardian gains lifelink until the end of turn. Guys, this is another basic creature card. It's introducing this new Covenant ability, which is not bad. I'm still on the fence about Covenant, but, you know, I'm starting to like the whole, you know, squad outlook of Covenant, of having 3 guys out here to do some crazy shit, to pull off some jankiness. But, you know, he's only getting lifelink in this. I mean, that's it. That's only
3 mana, 3/2. He might get lifelink.
He might gain lifelink. He might not.
It's not that good.
It's not that great, you know. So I mean, I'm not crazy about him, and I really don't have much to say about him after that.
Me neither. We can go ahead and go on to the next one. I'll do this one. Ritual of Hope is an instant speed, 2 cost, 1 colorless, 1 white. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, and it does have the Coven ability. If a creature, or if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. Now this is definitely more of an Anthem type ability, but it is instant, so it doesn't stay on the field. It just happens for that one turn. But when you have 3, 4, 5 creatures, I mean that's a lot of power it's going to add on to the field, especially if you have Covenant.
Oh yeah, especially if you have Covenant. She's not a bad card, Ritual of Hope, guys. You know. I think it's a nice instant card to use as long as you got Covenant running kind of full impact on here, especially which you should be able to consider if you're playing, you know, with a white heavy focus. Get them humans out there, you're going to have more than 3. I'm sure of it. Moving on, we're going to Search Party Captain next, guys. You know, he's going to be a 4 cost CMC, 1 white, 3 colors. Spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature you attack with this turn. When he enters the battlefield, you draw a card.
I like it.
I like it. I mean, I don't really. I like it.
Even if you attack with 1 creature and turn him into a 3 mana cost 2/2 that replaces itself by drawing a card when he enters, that's still very, very good.
That's still.
And if you can make him a 1-drop 2/2 that draws a card, that's even better.
Yes, it is. It is. It's even better, guys. Search Party Captain, it might be one to look into. Definitely one to look into. Next up is Cigar Splendor. We're starting to get in some high CMC costs over here. It looks like
4, 5.
He's starting to get a little high over here. Anyways, guys, she's 2 white, 2 colorless. When she enters the battlefield, note your life note your life total. They say write it down.
I've never heard that saying.
Write it down because you're going to need to remember. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. If your life total is greater than or equal to the last noted life total for Cigar Splendor, you note your life total.
You have noted again.
Whenever you cast a right spell, you gain 1 life. I don't know what's going on with this card. Like, I wonder if somebody at Wizards just really wanted to, make people remember what their life total is going to be.
I mean, it's cool card, I guess.
It is.
It gives you life. It gives you card draw and life gain.
It does. But it's just.
It just gives you a shit ton more stuff to keep track of.
That's every week, daytime, nighttime, we got going on here. It's just like, you're going to need a book, guys, when this whole entire set gets released, just to keep track of stuff. Moving on, we're going into Cinegarden Savior. She is a 3 colorless, 2 white drop, angel flying. When she enters the battlefield, you cast it, return up to 2 target creature cards of mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so I'm not crazy about this card. She's too damn high, in my opinion. I don't like it. I don't like it. She's too damn high. That's my beef with her.
I can see this being a combo card.
It could be a combo card, yes.
I don't know what it could combo with, but just having
the ability. Then what good is
she? Returning up to 2 target creature cards of mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Now, there are cards like Safi and things like that that say sacrifice this card. Like, if that card goes to the graveyard, return it to the battlefield. And you can keep going back and forth that with the sack. I believe that's what it is. I can't remember exactly, but there are ways to combo around with these cards. There's a combo that I have, they're white cards, and they're kind of high CMC, but they do go back and forth like that. Mm-hmm. So they have infinite inner battlefield abilities, and you'll have infinite sacrifice out, or something sacrifice. Mm-hmm. So quite interesting. It might be a combo card you might see come up, but I'm not entirely sure. I can't think of a combo for it at the moment, but I do see it having the possibility to be.
So basically, you telling me she's only going to be good as a combo setup. That's about it.
I mean, that's good value too in a human deck.
In a human deck, it is.
Whether you have 2/2, 1/1.
Yeah. Because most
so you play as a 5/5, you get a 3/3 with flying, and then you get 2 more creatures back from your graveyard. I mean, because I'm sure you're gonna have creatures die.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
So
God, yeah.
You have value there.
Yeah. Moving on, guys. We got God Griff. Actually, we just saw Griff a few minutes ago. So he's gonna be a. He did. Anyway, guys, this is going to be a 5-cost card. It's 4 colors, 1 white. Has flying when it enters the battlefield. Exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. It's a 3/4. No.
Exile to 1 target card. No,
not for 1 card, guys.
5 mana for a 3/4 flyer.
No, not worth it, guys. Not worth it. Moving on.
Okay, 2 mana, I'll kill it.
Exactly. You were saying? Anyway, moving on. Sun Gold Barrage, guys. 3 costs. It's going to be 2 colorless and 1 white. Instant destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. Bring it on. I love to kill a dragon in its sleep. I love this card, and it's a card that's good for that, in my opinion, because most of your dragons roll out this mother effer with at least 4 power or greater. So, that's a good old little middle finger.
Definitely
to you
a
boys
good standard card for sure.
Oh, yes. I like this card. Not much to say about it. Straight to the point, guys. Straight to the point. Moving on. Sun Gold Sentinel is a 2-drop. She is a human soldier. When she enters the battlefield, attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. She also has Coven, activated by, tapping 2, 1 white, 1 color. Choose a color. Sun Gold Sentinel gains X-Proof from that color until the end of turn. That can't be blocked by a creature of that color this turn. Activate only if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers.
Yeah, so she can only activate that if you have Coven.
If you have Coven out. If she can't do it without, but it's got to be 3 other guys out there with her. That's how this works.
But if you're playing a monocolor, or if you're playing against a monocolor deck, they can't block it anymore.
Exactly, they're screwed. I mean, that's the great thing. She
has hexproof.
She has hexproof, man. I like it. I think she's cool. I would run her myself.
She's pretty good for a Coven deck. She's pretty good.
She's pretty good. Moving on, we got Sunset Reverie. It's going to be a 2-cost, 1 white, 1 colors. If an opponent has more life than you, you gain 4 life. If an opponent controls more creatures than you, create 2 1/1 white human tokens. If an opponent has more cards in hand than you draw a card. Guys, I like this.
Cool.
I like this. I love the fact that it's like, you got anything more than me, I'm taking some of it. I'm getting some.
It's definitely a catch-up card, like you're catching up.
It is which is great for white, because white plays
and it lets you do everything. Draw a card, get more creatures, and life.
Imagine if you're in a group game and somebody out there
There's always something.
Somebody always something. This card works
Always.
every time you play it. This card is going to work for you. I like this card. I would add it in. I like this. Moving on, guys. Thrabian Exorcism is going to be a 2 cost, 1 white and 1 colorless. It's an instant exile target spirit creature with disturb or enchantment.
Sideboard card.
Yes.
Sideboard card.
Yes. Most definitely, guys. Definitely a sideboard card. Definitely. I really don't have much to say about it.
Just for the enchantment itself, that's really just sideboard.
Yeah,
and you get to exile the enchantment. That's really nice. And then just a spirit and disturb, it's just an added value at that point. But
It is. But we really like that enchantment part. That's really that's what you're here for. That's what you paid for. That's what you picked it up for. That's what you put it in. Anyway, moving on, guys, to the Unruly Mob. You know,
we've seen this card before.
we have. It is a 2 cost, 1 white, 1 colorless. Whenever another creature you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Unruly Mob. We survived the travails, killer angels, horrors from beyond the moon, and now some big werewolves think they gonna scare us. Nah, bro, we got this. Don't even worry about it. Guys, I love the flavor text on this card. This is cool. Unruly Mob is an old card that we've seen kind of resurface in different ways. So, you know, it's good to see the mobs back out on patrol again, doing their thing, you know. I love the shout-outs they made in the flavor text, too. Some of the shit that's been going on between, you know, your angels and then your horrors beyond the moon. I think that's our tentacle queen they might be talking about, you know. I ain't gonna mention the name, but you know who she is. Anyway, guys, I think it's not a bad card. I like it okay.
Looking at the next card here, we see a boy.
Oh my god.
He's looking good.
He's looking good. He's looking good. Guys, that brings us to the last card in the white setup for this release, guys. Vanquish the Horde with my boy Aldrich taking the center stage on the art text. You gotta love it.
Staple.
And it's staple. Anyway, guys, this is going to be an 8 CMC cost card, 2 white, 6 colorless, guys. You're paying some mana for this card, guys. Sorcery, this spell costs 1 less cast for each creature on the battlefield.
Shit.
Board white.
2 mana board wipe. Here we go.
Board white. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this is. I'm telling you, destroy all creatures on this card. Took no joy in the battles, but neither did he mourn for the twisted things he dispatched. All that mattered was the lives he had saved. I love my boy, you heard me? Object is so cool. I love the fact they're giving him shout outs in this set. I'm still waiting to see if they'll make a Planeswalker card out of him one day.
Where is the Aldrich card in white?
I know.
Where is he at?
Where is he?
Is he a flip card? Is he a planeswalker? I don't know.
I'm hoping if he's a planeswalker, guys. Oh my God, Wizards of the Coast! You don't understand how happy I would be if he was a planeswalker. But you know, if not, I'm gonna be depressed. Not gonna lie. But guys, that is the end of our review set for the white cards being released in the Innistrad set coming out. Overall, RCK, I think it's going to be good, man. There's a lot of good cards. Of course, my favorite by choice right now is definitely going to be Vanquish the Horde.
That's my favorite.
Hands down, that's going to be my choice for this white set. That's the one I'm hoping to get. I'm hoping to pull that sucker, you know. If not, I might have to see how much she's going to cost on, you know, some of our little sites, whether it be TCG Player or, you
Card
know.
Kingdom, all the rest.
Yes, most definitely. So, guys, definitely, if you looking for a board white card, Vanquish of the Hordes is going to be a cool one to play, especially with that 1 less cast to cost. I mean, that's going to be awesome, especially if you're running a lot of humans that's producing some tokens, guys. That's going to work out nicely. You got anything else you want to say, RCK?
No, I'm just probably going to close the video out here, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Be sure to check out the rest of our kind of reviews for this new set coming out. We're going to do one for every color, then the multi-card and flip card colors as well. Hope everyone enjoyed it. I know it's a lot different than what I normally do, but like I said, this is more of a channel for my hobbies and things. Yes, Dominions 5 is a hobby, but Magic Gathering is more of a passion. So,
understatement for you, my friend.
But yeah, we definitely really enjoy Magic Gathering.
Oh yes, guys. The Magic is awesome, you know, especially considering I'm kind of new to the format myself. It's been a fun time. RCK, I thank you for having me today, man. It was fun. I won't deny. We definitely got to continue this. This is awesome. Guys, it was great being here, you know. I'll definitely be making a return. So, if you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out greatly. And also, don't be afraid to leave a comment or two. Tell us some things you might want to hear about or some things you might want to discuss. But of course, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been fun. Take it easy.
See ya.